Hey there, people. Greetings to everyone. Hi, everyone. So, a few days ago I mentioned that I made a Mandalorian game demo. However, it was still pretty basic and the map wasn't really set up yet, but I was able to show off the character and the character's movement. And quite a few of you wrote that you'd be interested in this, that you'd like to try it out. Of course, it's made with the latest graphics engine, one of the best, with reflections, lighting, everything. And I thought, well, why not? Let's go all out if we're going to do this. I'll build the demo for you, so anyone, anytime. If you take a look down below in the video description, you'll find the official direct download link for the game, where you can download it completely for free if you want. And optionally, if you'd like to donate to support the ongoing development of the project, you can certainly do that as well. So it's absolutely up to you, and if you don't, that's no problem either. I just hope you enjoy the game and that you'll like it. So, before I get started, the game is entirely owned by LucasArts. I really made this just as a concept. I don't want to get into it with LucasArts or anything like that. I made this just to show you roughly what a Mandalorian game would look like. Something like this, relatively simple, and to give you an idea of what to expect or what kind of visuals you might see in the future from a bigger publisher when they start using the RE5. So here are the settings. As you can see, it's in 4K, Ultra, everything set like this, you know. Here you have toggle, sprint, crouch, gamepad vibration. I forgot to remove that, sorry about that. There is currently no gamepad support. I didn't plan on adding it. And there's also a field of view slider, so you can freely adjust that left and right as you like. Alright, let's take a look at the game. Let's see how it runs. So, this is the incredible video game we have been waiting for. This is what it looks like. Here in a couple of places. Wait, so here, if you press escape, it brings up this menu just the same. Here you can set the shadows to medium, then it sets it to medium. So absolutely every single thing works perfectly to the greatest extent possible. And right over here, we have Grogu.
Are you doing okay right now?
Here's the weapon. You press E. E interact, by the way, it's in the menu. You press the weapon and it's immediately playable. I've added sounds to it for when the character walks. Listen.
This right here is the only true and proper way.
Also for sprinting, I was able to create a reflection using planar reflection so that the character would be reflected normally. Well, to be perfectly honest, it all seemed relatively normal at first. So I carefully integrated various sprinting sounds. And I also included specific squatting and crouching sounds.
Came through here on foot.
By the way, this is what the game looks like on max settings, so this is ultra settings. These are the textures and assets I used. If I don't move the camera a bit, you can perfectly see exactly what it is really like.
Up ahead, stormtroopers. They are brutal.
And this is exactly how I carefully modified the entire map to make it as detailed as humanly possible. I also added even more challenging enemies throughout the area, which is a very important step for the gameplay. So I put in even more enemies, and the map became not just a little, but a lot more varied. This is very important. And I also modified the enemy sounds, and as you could see, I added a menu as well. By the way, let me show you that you can actually lower the field of view this much in case for some reason you want to play from this kind of angle or with this kind of perspective to have the character closer. Yes, you can do that too. So this is what the game looks like, but I'll pull it back a bit. Sorry, but let's set it to 100, for example. Boom! Yeah, the viewing angle is actually a bit better like this, and well, this is what the Mandalorian game I specifically made looks like. So basically what I did was add a few extra things, and I tweaked the map a bit to make the whole thing much more eye-catching for the players, you know. Oh, and here and there, yeah, I made some significant adjustments here and there to make it as playable as humanly possible for everyone. It took quite a bit of effort to get the lighting and the textures just right, but I think the final result is definitely worth the time I spent on it. For example, the character gets stuck in fewer places now. I also tweaked the hit indicators a bit. You can see up there how it flashes when you get hit, so it shows more clearly where the shot is coming from. It's a bit more noticeable now, and that really makes a big difference. So yeah, so this is how my little Mandalorian game turned out, which, as I said, you can download anytime for free, completely free, and try it out. Guys, I won't take up any more of your time. That's all there is to this little game. Go ahead and play it. Believe me, you'll actually be surprised that even on relatively weaker setups, I think it will run really well because the game scales excellently and I used highly optimized assets so that it can basically run on almost anything. as much as possible. So guys, that's all for now. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it interesting. So once again, I'll say it. The link is down in the description. If you want to donate to it, feel free to do so, and if not, you can just download it and try it out. All you have to do is extract the game you downloaded into a folder. Double-click the exe file and you're good to go. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I wish all the best to everyone. See ya! Oh, sorry, one more thing. If you want, feel free to make a video about it. Share it with your friends too. Really, a video for YouTube, Facebook, wherever you want. As I said, I don't own any rights. I just made this so that it would be accessible to everyone because I thought it was a really cool concept, and why shouldn't basically anyone with a computer be able to try it out? Once again, thank you very much for your attention. All the best to everyone. Goodbye.